This could be a big mistake.
Mistake?
If they could do that to a wall, imagine what they could do to our heads.
For sure. And our heads are nowhere near that thick.
Figure that.
Turtles. Yeah, and we didn't make that hole, you wacko.
Oh no.
Hi, Dean. How's it going?
What's going on, my friend? How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm actually really tired. It's been a long day, but I'm very excited to have a little turtle talk. Welcome, everybody.
It's been a while. Chat is bumping.
So it's already popping. But as you all know, I'm Dave Wonder. This guy right over here is Dan, aka Mark Bitters, from the Bitter Marks podcast. We have two very awesome special guests tonight, and we'll get to them in just a minute. But just wanted to say hey to everybody in the chat because holy crap, that's moving. But Dan, how you been?
Good, man. Same as you. I've been. The world is opening back up. I am getting my schedule is getting jam packed every week more and more. And it's definitely taking its toll on me. I am, and on top of that, I'm still trying to do my typical garage sailing and doing my video game shows and doing all that stuff that I love. But that stuff just takes up too much. I don't want to say too much time, but it takes up a lot of time.
Very nice, dude. I hear you, man. Like today I had to go for a memorial, but like it was a 2-hour drive one way, 2-hour back, and I was like, whew,
and it's not like it's a good time when you get there. That's a shame, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully, our theme song got you back in the mood for some.
It gives me energy.
I'm convinced that half the people in our chat just tune in for that theme song in the beginning, and then they might just tune out after that.
You never know, but I do want to say hey to everybody. We got Narc in the chat too. I wonder if that's a sign of things to come. You never know here. You never know who's going to stop by. Actually, you do because we already spoiled it in post. So, but yeah, as always, we have our fantastic mod Mitch Falcon spinning them moderator.
Wicca.
Yeah. What up, Hankin, Tussler, Turtle Chris, Tuck, Panther 10, Darth Nexus, Cray Shot, Mr. Allmine, Goblin, Cotillion, Mr. Link. Hello. And you know,
I love this.
It's also time to say hello to our first guest. We're saving the one I mentioned already to last.
Smart.
Because I'm a jackass. But it is none other than Andrew HUSVAR.
HUSVAR. What's going on, guys? and Raphael.
Oh, yeah. In some people's opinion, the best turtle. Not mine.
Many people's opinion.
For me, I mean, Raph's always been my favorite. Leonardo's getting there for me.
Man. Mikey all day, baby. That's
hell yeah.
Same.
And the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour, too hot to handle, too cold to hold. We got Craig, aka Narc. What's up, dude?
What's up? What's going on, guys?
Ooh.
I'm ready to do a live stream and eat some dinner at the same time.
Oh man.
Some sweet pieces. Look at these.
I was there on Wednesday, so I had this one and then this one because I thought you would appreciate that. So,
dude,
there you go, Dave.
The blue one is the one that I had. I still have the scar on my hand from pinching myself in that lovely turtle train.
I heard that story. That's crazy. It happens.
Dude, right? That's fucking awesome.
Too often.
I'm out of the loop. Where did you pick those up at?
I got these at the North Dallas Toy Show like 3 months ago.
Okay.
I think they were like maybe 15 a piece, so I got a really good deal.
Oh, that's fantastic.
One's rusty and one's not, so
Yeah,
it's all good.
I'm
We'll
betting
take
the
it.
blue is the rusty one because I don't know what it was.
That's correct.
See, mine was the same way, and I don't know why. Why? I mean,
And this one's like perfect.
Oh, wow.
look at that.
Yeah, I don't know, crazy,
they figured out stainless in that time, I guess.
right?
And then HUSVAR, your stuffed raft there, is that yours from when you were a kid, or is that a rebuy recently?
This is a rebuy. I got it, I think last year on eBay. I looked for, one that wasn't moldy and, smelly.
That's a risky purchase. Purchasing plush through eBay is very risky.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I tried to look at pictures. I'm sending additional pictures, all that and everything.
Smart.
I had Michelangelo and Leo as a kid, and I think the mice got to them years ago. So
my OG Mikey is actually up on my son's bed right now.
that's awesome.
He made it through me. He survived, and then I was like, "Here you go, buddy," and I gave it to him when he was born, and been with him since. So
That's awesome.
it
Amazing.
is hard as a rock, though. I don't know what that thing is stuffed with, but it is like, this is dense. But yeah,
it's still squishy.
Oh, very nice. See, I have the small one. It's like it was the window cling one.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Those are a lot closer to figures than they are plushes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they are quite rigid. But David Tussler, still have my stuffed turtles from when I was a kid. Yeah,
That's awesome.
but yeah, so this is kind of a weird format because I have no idea how we're going to do this. But as we do on here, we talk all things turtles. We talk about turtle news. We talk about favorite pickups, how we got into it. So I figure what we'll do is thank you, Sting. We'll get to this in a little bit.
Ooh,
Look at that baby.
Carl.
But yeah, no. So I think we'll go back and forth. Back and forth.
Oh, it's Brady Bunching. Okay, I like it.
There we go. Yeah, basically, I know Narc, you've talked about it before. Craig, you've talked about it on your channel before. If you haven't subscribed, Not Another Retro channel on YouTube, check it out. It's flippin' sweet. One of my son's favorites as well, and he's 4.
Same, absolutely. My
But,
6-year-old loves it.
See, but yeah, we'll shoot it down to Craig, and then over to HUSVAR, and then back to Dan or I. But Craig, what got you into turtles? Like, what was your first? How about this? What was your first introduction to the turtles?
It was a cartoon. So I was 8 years old when it came out. Cartoon came out, and then I had to go get the freaking action figures because before then I was collecting or loved mWo. And then I saw the action figures at Toys R Us in all of its glory, and I had to get them. And then my 9th birthday, I got pretty much all of the first 10, and
Wow.
ever since then, just been a fan.
Well, that's a good birthday.
Yeah, it was good.
Very, very cool. What about you, HUSVAR?
So, Ninja Turtles kind of came out a little tiny bit before my time. I was born in '89, so just a tad bit. I kind of my two older brothers got me into it. It started off with a combination of the movie and the animated, the original animated series. I had all their toys as hand-me-downs. I think they had the hard head. The first was not the rubber heads, but so I I just have vivid memories of the Splinter with the cloth robe and me getting getting silly putty, and somehow like that was like Krang. Like I made a little silly putty ball and that was Krang.
Oh, that's
Creative.
And I think the silly putty ended up drying on the and Shredder's cape too. There's silly putty dried on that, so and coming off. And so it was mainly the cartoon, the movie, and my brothers as my intro to it all.
Right on. So with that, obviously, got into the cartoon movies. You both have the figures, clearly. What was?
Well, we know that Narc has the figures. Obviously, I mean, from wall to wall, he's got figures behind him.
Yeah,
I
looking at
can't
that.
see them.
Right. But HUSVAR, your collection, from looking behind you, I see a lot of marble stuff. I might only see marble stuff. I don't know what's over your left shoulder, but that's wrestling back there.
It's a combination of, this is like I wanted to open them, and
What up, Hot Rod?
Get out of here, Hot Rod guy. He said I bullied him into getting all the NECA figures because now he's going crazy getting all of them. These are my ones that I kind of like opened and I don't know where to put them yet, so they're just kind of here. It was originally a Bray Wyatt Fiend shelf. It's all behind it, but
took that down today.
no, it's still there.
That's cold.
So the reason I was asking about the stuff behind you is we can't see any turtle stuff. Do you have a turtle collection?
I do. So over here is I have some 3D Tolfs. I have my movie turtles on risers displayed over here. And then by my TV over here, yeah, for real. By my TV, I have the cartoon play set with the cartoon figures all displayed in battle poses.
Oh, the NECA ones. Okay.
Yes,
yeah, I'm with you.
The older ones, they're stored away right now just for safekeeping. But I've been meaning to go back, like when I go to these toy shows and stuff, to kind of build a little bit of a collection of them.
Sure.
Nice.
And then obviously, Narc, your collection is insane. I haven't seen one of your collection videos recently. How up to date are you? I do a lot of the vintage stuff, but my real focus right now is the NECA stuff.
Right.
How up to date are you on the NECA stuff?
On NECA, I'm caught up, man.
Wow, that a boy.
I'm
That's
100%.
a pro.
It's been a tough journey, like for all of us, but I'm good. I still I need Mondo and I need Muckman.
Okay,
but
we'll get there.
I
got
you know,
Did
on
you get
Wednesday.
Did you get him on the NECA? Yeah,
I didn't, man. I totally
did.
missed it.
I got both. HUSVAR, did you get either of those?
Which ones?
The Mondo Gecko and the Muckman?
Not yet. No.
Okay.
I know you sent me the link. I gotta jump on. I don't know if it's too late now.
No, it's too late. It wasn't a pre-order kind of thing. It was one of those we have. I don't even know how many it was, but it was a limited amount. When they sell out, they sell out, and it was one of those 10-minute things.
Gotcha.
Couple guys already talking about the Super 7 turtles starting to land. That's awesome for those that have gotten.
Seen a lot of those.
Who haven't though? So great.
Narc, do you do the Super 7?
I do. I'm a sucker. So
just everything. If it has the turtle logo on it, you're picking it up.
I mean, besides, okay, so I'm into Super 7 and Playmates and everything else, but I just
the reaction, guys. Jeez.
These are the only 2 reactions that I have from TMC. So I kind of wanted to keep it light, get Bebop and Rocksteady, and I should call it good, but there again, I'm a sucker, so we'll see what happens.
That's how I was. That's exactly how I started with the NECA set. I was not in on the Turtles. I was not in on the Shredder and Krang. And then they released Bebop and Rocksteady, and I found a set in store, and I'm like, Jesus, these things look unbelievable.
They released that case for the reaction figure.
Yeah.
Now, and it's like, oh, that's really
I know.
cool.
So cool, man.
It's almost like they know what they're doing when it comes to getting our money.
Yeah.
Great shot. When you say the retros, are you talking about the re-releases and their Walmart, right?
Yeah.
Right now, it's the original wave.
I haven't seen. Are those in store? I haven't seen it. Like they're on the original carding. They looks like the old school, like everything else. Like
soft head.
They're soft heads too. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about all the He-Man and the G.I. Joe and the Transformers and everything being released on the exact same carding.
Ghostbusters.
And Ghostbusters. Yeah. Put Ghostbusters on the list. Absolutely.
It's too much.
It's too much. Yeah. It's how many. My rule is I don't pick up any of it. My rule is if it has an original version and it has a new version, I just get the original one. I don't need the new version.
That's how I am. I'm the same way. I just like vintage. Like at Toy Hio, I picked up the original He-Man and Skeletor, and I was like,
there you go, that boy.
I can't.
What up, Chris? Also, Ken, I hope I feel for you. Hopefully, you'll get those a little earlier because that stinks. But hopefully, they make it across the pond quick. I do gotta say, so I've been sorting in we have a storage room, so I was going through this is not something, this was one of my scores of the month. Wow. I did find this gem where everybody else, had a box or a toy box or whatnot. No, I had a fresh start.
You were one of the kids that kept their stuff in a bag.
Duffel bag.
Oh, you're an animal.
It fit under the stairs, and I'm sure that was a free bag. But that is legit. In here is all my originals that I don't have on display. So I've been going through and.
Did you just get this bag back from your parents, or
no? I got it back a while ago, but it was in a tub that I couldn't see.
Ah,
So it was the thing of I'm
out
like,
of sight,
I
out of
know-
mind. Yeah.
Like I know it's here somewhere. I know it's here somewhere. And so I found it, but like I went through and I've been bagging up the guys, so I know like what I have, what I don't have. So that when you had said HUSVAR, when you were just like, yeah, the other ones are packed away, I'm like, not anymore.
You're making me itchy to go dig them out now.
Do
Those
it.
in the
How have you not dug out with
Oh,
all
dude.
the figure talk that you do, on whether it's wrestling or turtle or anything? How have you not gone to your parents, dug into their attic, and found your old toys? And that's how everybody starts collecting. You go back and you get anything that you have. It's free stuff. Just go get it.
If you saw my basement, it's
I don't
like
care.
a
That's
maze.
even better. I love it. Oh, get in there.
We started off with the garage and the attic, and the basement is the next project.
Oh,
It's
Wheeler. We got to
crazy.
take a field trip to HUSVAR's house. and just
Please,
start
please.
digging.
I need
Totally
help.
Do it. Also, Turbo, I love that idea, and I would mark out huge to do that, like to have those in hand.
Yeah, that would be
Because
amazing.
and I would argue that's what Super 7 is.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, how is
Yeah.
that any different than what the Super 7 figures are?
I imagine. Well, okay, if you look at the Origins figures and go, like I would argue Masters of the Universe Classic is closer to what Super 7 is doing.
Okay,
And
sure.
Origins would be like the straight up like retool of the old molds.
Mhm.
Look. But Playmates Retrocast Sewer Layer 6-piece action figure set and
Yep.
yeah, I missed that.
It's all dropping.
Oh
very
no. Okay.
soon.
Ugh.
I just picked up Super 7 TMNT Reaction Pizza Box and Glow in the Dark. Nice.
It's too much. It's too
Yeah.
much.
I can't keep up.
So I'm gonna. I got some news picks. So I figure we can just do kind of live reaction if that's all
sure.
right with you
Yeah.
guys.
For sure.
We'll burn through these. We'll talk about recent pickups. We'll talk about all this goodies as well. But let me get these pulled up because we're gonna start with something that I never thought I would say, but I am more than likely not going to buy. That is Turtles.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
Hurt, guys, these hurt.
that's probably the two I need to get.
Right. And the funny thing
Why?
is, it's the
Because-
scaling on them.
I mean, the Shredder and the Triceraton, like,
The funny thing
I
is,
need those.
These are the OG Triceraton accessories.
yes.
Same thing with it's like, what are you guys doing? Like, I like the idea that they're at a lower price point. I did find that out.
Well, sure. They look like cake toppers.
Yeah,
They
But-
really do.
but yeah, I don't know. Like we got these guys. Oh, and I have to zoom all the way out. So we're getting all of them, and we're getting the re-releases of Bebop and Rocksteady as well.
Well, my question is, you guys heard about the Karate Kid 2-packs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the turtle.
So
yeah.
are these gonna is it gonna look like these, or are they gonna be
we'll get to
better?
I don't know. That's the thing is like because it's Playmates. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
that's the thing is these molds are 10 years old. Like it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
that
been a
thing
minute.
that
Yeah.
I hope they make someone happy, and I'm all for it. But
Sure.
it was one of those things where like legitimately I saw these come out after they announced them. I'm like, oh. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would love to know the research that went into thinking this was a good idea to put these out. If somebody is looking for these, I mean, sure, more power to them. But
Yeah.
I
It's
guess
Playmates.
they had the molds.
Yeah.
I guess it was ready.
Pretty sure
to
they're
go.
like Turtles is hot again. Let's get.
Yeah,
on it. Let's
Yeah.
that can be the only explanation, right?
Yeah.
That's exactly it, though. It's their Playmates distribution is much broader, and they can get them on the shelf. So if the kids are into into NECA, they can go, "Oh, I really want Ninja Turtle figures. What's going to be on the shelf in the toy aisle?"
Makes
Right.
sense. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
if it's actually accessible and actually on the shelves for more than half a day. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, and I'm stoked to see what the hell the Turtles or the Turtles Power Rangers crossover is going to be too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be real interesting.
With all this stuff, Turtle Power Rangers, Turtle Karate
Yeah.
Kid, Turtles, Glow in the Dark, Turtle pizza sets, Turtle everything. And now I'm also hearing that with the He-Man show that just came to Netflix, they're doing a
Yeah.
G.I. Joe show that's coming to Netflix
Really?
next year. Do we picture a new Turtle show coming out anytime soon? Like with as popular as the Are we getting there? Was that from
no,
you or the comment?
I was just saying, Mr. Link trying to finish
The
scene
Turtle
with Batman.
Batman line. Same thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So with as popular as it is, and as much as they're trying to stretch out this IP, do we picture a new series coming out soon? And maybe something that's based more on the original.
It's gotta happen.
See, but then I look at this control art, and I know this control art's old. This is an older piece of art. But I look at that and I'm like, are we gonna see that on the screen? Like, are they gonna try and do like a throwback series? You know, because like you look at this control art, and that's definitely not OG stuff.
Right.
You know, that stuff that was whipped up by Playmates. Also, Mr. Ryan Clark, thank you for being
Golden Girls.
I could talk just 40 minutes of just TMNT mashups.
For clarity, are you saying Golden Girls as in the sitcom, or are you saying Golden Girl, the vintage Mo2 compatible line that Pixel Dan loved?
Oh.
You know?
Oh, I'm talking Rose. I'm talking
Thank you for being a friend.
Blanche. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Picture Sicily. My wife really likes that show. But again, you know, you look at this, the art.
Who wants that? Right.
And it's just like, what? But then you look up and you're like, wait. Again, if it makes folks happy, hell yeah. Good.
Agreed. If somebody's looking for this, absolutely.
Prove that that this concept.
We would love to have you as a guest on this podcast. If you're the guy that's actually looking for this.
Viacom needs shows for Paramount Plus.
Sure.
Very true.
This guy again.
Dude, this is one that I went, all right, no, I don't have to get this one. It's just a new helmet, some shoulder pads, and some paint.
But then
the thing that flips me.
This is a must-have for me.
Oh,
damn dandelion!
Dandelion.
Dandelion.
It's the guy from Lost played this shredder. The orientation video guy.
Yeah, dude. But like, I legit saw like the first couple images. I'm like, this is cool, awesome. I can pass on it though. I already have Super Shredder. I have, you know.
Yeah. How many shredders do we need? Agreed.
But
this stupid sunflower, I totally agree.
The power of the dandelion.
The dandelion.
Does this mean that we're not getting the professor?
I don't know. I've already started scheming on how to make a custom one because
just get a
we
Bill
were
Nye
talking
figure.
about that.
Yeah, basically still. But,
I want the professor, but I got to think that if they had any sort of plans for him, they would save that stupid flower for him, because where else are you going to put it?
Right.
Shredder holds it, but he holds it for 3 seconds in the movie.
You could do the professor and then the narc foot soldier, you know?
Yep.
That with the dandelion, I mean, that would be perfect.
Sure.
I would love that. I would love a Kino.
Like, why not?
Kino,
yes. Of course.
I'm guessing we're gonna get like a Kino and like Paige Turco April.
Yeah, we need version 2 April.
Yeah.
But we haven't even gotten version 1. Imagine that he turned into, if mutagen hit him right then. Oh, a beautiful flower. But yeah, no, I don't know. I'm in on this. It's such a cool, like, again, it's that nostalgia kick of just like, damn it.
Yeah.
But I do have this question. So we have the we have the possibility that they could make a professor figure. The one accessory I want from them, they'd have to collaborate on Playmates with, because if I recall, they still have the Simpsons license. They would need the anti-mutagen in the Bart Simpson glass.
Yes. Oh, yes. Good call.
Wow.
I would
that,
pop so hard.
that was
I forgot about that.
Yep.
It's such a stupid nod to the 90s. Then we're going
yeah.
NECA Reveals.
We predicted this last month.
I did, and I'm very excited for it.
Same.
I didn't think I needed it, but I got it, and I'm glad I got it. You know, in the long run.
What about you, Narc? What about you, Craig?
I mean, I really kind of wanted to see a Super Irma too. Like,
They didn't say
That
that
would've
it's
been cool.
the cards.
yeah, it's cool. I don't know.
I feel the same way.
Regurgitate it.
I need Burn. I need Irma.
Yeah.
I have an April.
I love that you have the conversion for Irma, so you could potentially have her and Vern in the rat mode.
Sure, but who's going to display it that way?
Yeah.
Are you going to display it? I mean, that's fine. If you want to do that, that's fine. But like, I need to say plain old Irma in my collection.
Oh,
Right.
no, I definitely will display probably straight up Irma, and I'll figure out a way to customize a rat Irma.
I really like I think my favorite part about this, sadly, is the Vernon. The different expressions on Vernon and the different hands you get with him. I just wish we didn't already have him.
I love that you get
Right. It's so good.
You could do so much with that.
Also, this confirms what I was curious about. It is a bowl where they had the overhead shot, and I was like, "Is that a bowling ball?" What the hell is that? Like, but again, the packaging, the extras, and whoa,
Going nuts.
didn't like that. There we go. Yeah, this one right here. Like, what?
Oh yeah, this looks like a bowl. Good call.
A spoon before,
I mean,
but I do enjoy
it.
I see it.
If you look at these are renders of his girlfriend, and I believe that's one of the other anchors.
I don't recognize them. I'll take your word for it.
But they're renders. They're not just clip-ons. You know, like they're not just clip art, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
But like that. Ah, man, yeah. I don't know. I'm just stoked. There's so many. Again, as always, there's so many cool pieces. So it's not a bowling ball. It's a bowling ball. Oh no, Goji King, who's which turtle?
Oh.
I'll go Mikey just because never mind, I have pink on, but
I don't think we can. I have white on. I can't do anything. If we're talking about, I know everybody's going to be Raph. I feel like I'm the biggest dick on this show. I don't know. And I mean, on that note, I like the way that the cameras and everything and the lights look. I mean, it looks super cartoony, but like, how much room can I donate to displaying this stuff? Like, this is this set alone, these 4 figures call for it calls for like a 4-foot display. Venus
diorama just for that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You need a whole Detolf cube just for that. Like it's requiring a ton of space along with the cash that you have to drop to pick this thing up. Did everybody pick this up with the pre-order?
I did. Yeah.
Okay. Narc, did you get this too?
Actually, I did not. I haven't pulled the trigger.
Wow.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider risking it and just being like, okay, I will hope to find it in stores, and if I don't, I will buy it on the secondary market after that?
Yeah, I mean that's what I do. That's what I do. Okay, do it.
So you won't pre-order it?
Yeah, probably not.
That is a risky move.
I'll just go. I'll have friends help me find it. I'll find it.
Real quick, I got to give a shout out to Made 1979 Customs. Make some killer turtle dios. Very, very cool stuff. Check them out on Instagram.
Okay.
I will, because I don't plan on using that. I know they used it as a sales pitch, the backing of this set, that it's you can use it as a display, but I don't know how you would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my cartoon play set barely fits on, where I have it now. Where am I going to...
Where are you going to put a new set?
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap, we got Ref Rob Page in the audience tonight. Hell yeah, Rob, you made it.
Welcome.
He always gets angry at me when I pop up the thing. He's like, "I'm working, you dick." I'm like, "We do it at the same time every month, man." But
Dave, back to who is who. Dave, you got to be our Leo.
All right, I'll take Leo.
Yeah, you're absolutely
the leader
here. Absolutely. And then the other this is a layup. I'm going to say Narc. I've seen your videos. I think you're the Mikey. And then and then HUSVAR, you're the brains.
All right.
Right?
I get the bow staff. So I mean, everyone picked the bow staff in the video game. So
there you go. That's good weapon.
With that. Yeah.
Most reach.
Oh shit! Pale Aragorn already got shipping on that Gotham by Gaslight Joker. That thing's flying quick.
Yeah.
Oh man. Whoa, what? Sorry, the chat's like flying on me, like it keeps bouncing up and down. So I'm trying to keep up. I would get this set if it came with a normal April head. I'm surprised that they didn't do that, but at the same time,
I didn't realize it didn't. That's interesting.
Yeah, well, because you have to have the cleavage and neck area be the cat.
The
skin
cat,
tone.
so you need a whole nother piece.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hold different arms and remove the tail and adds a whole.
I didn't have a problem getting the April and the Casey set. That was the 2-pack, right? April and Casey. But I know a lot of people did, right? Like that was one of the rare sets.
Or no, it was Casey in a foot and an April in a foot.
April in a foot. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what. Okay, gotcha. So
The
that
damaged
were
foot.
both of those sets hard to get because I know people complain about
Yeah.
Casey not being readily available.
Casey never hit in Minnesota.
Wow. Okay.
Like legit, just I was lucky. I scored mine. I scored mine actually on the Major Pod group, if I remember correctly. Okay. I might have scored it from you, Dan.
Possibly.
Like,
Yeah, I think you helped me, Dan. With,
yeah,
I
think
Dan is the NECA whisperer. In case
I try.
Oh, Randy confirmed target 2 packs. I just want her. There you go. Oh, Slacker Hacker, no stabs. All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on.
Before we do, what did Randy confirm target 2-pack wise?
I think he confirmed that you will get these characters released in 2-packs. I don't think it'll be like this, but
yeah,
interesting. Okay, but some way we'll get if you didn't get the big set, wow, that's interesting. I probably shouldn't have bought the 4-pack then.
Well, I don't know if that was what he was referencing. I think he said that you'll see all these characters eventually in 2-packs.
Okay. So I may have already seen the Vernon. Okay. I just wanted an accessory pack that has a better Vernon face in it. Give me a better April face. You know what I mean?
Right?
Like,
yeah.
Dude, an upgrade pack.
I stand by. I legit have 2 Vernons. I managed to. It just worked out. So I have a rat Vernon, and then I have a normal Vernon.
Well, there you go. Yeah, if you can afford it. But if you only have one, nobody is going for Nobody's just posing them as the rat.
I mean, I am. I have one.
Seriously?
Yeah, dude, because it's fun. That episode was a lot of fun too. So
he did imply getting another April release out there too, which rumor has it that could be an ultimate, which I don't know what all that ultimate would entail, but I remember a couple folks talking about that, and it just boggled my mind. But
that Vernon and Rat King set has eluded me. It's like one of the only ones I don't have.
Yeah,
I gotta find it.
Oh, that's why I couldn't scroll. Sorry, I was trying to get this damn thing to work, and then it was just like, oh, I zoomed in. I'm an idiot. All right. Up next, the pre-orders from the NECA store, offering them up before they even hit retail. I think we talked. Did we talk about before we went on air? I don't quite.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who ended up in here? Who ended up scoring these on the online pre-order?
not me.
Not me.
I was on the road. I was driving to Texas. I was driving to Retropalooza. When these dropped. These dropped on a Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah.
It had to be I believe it was a Thursday. I was on my way down a 16-hour drive down there. I pulled over to the side of the highway 5 minutes before these went live and just started refreshing my phone, and I was able to get both.
That's sick.
It was Wednesday because you messaged me on Wednesday about it.
Mine definitely.
What did I pull over for?
That's such a bummer. Although I do gotta agree, the VHS style packaging gets me every time.
I love it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
All right. These guys are apparently going to start hitting smaller retail, specialty retail.
Yeah,
I think is what they were talking about. So
now, Narc, do you have a complete set of the Turtles in Time, the arcade figures too?
I do. They're right here. Yeah. I mean, the last one I got, I think, was Baxter. Was the last one that came out.
Okay.
So
this is a set that I never got on board with, but these ones I did order. I ordered these through, I think, Big Bad Toy Store, just because I love the game, and these are like these. I don't need a Baxter that looks 8-bit and it's just the same mold as the other one. But these being a specific mold, being in costume for the game, I'm very excited to get these.
I'm very curious to see if they might come with a stand for like when you hit them, they go gar, 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 and they like kind of like fall back. Like, oh, what you got there, Narc?
Just a Baxter, right here.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks badass. I can't justify another turtle collection.
Same.
I know.
I passed on the video game ones. I'm like, it's just too many.
It's too many, sure.
There's a lot. There's something for everybody, but that's the kind of neat thing about it, you know. Like if you don't like it, pass on it. Move, keep on shrugging, and pick up what you want.
Absolutely. Dave? Did you get these?
No, I have my 4 video game turtles with all my original carts behind it.
Ah, nice.
And I'm like, no. Just gotta walk away.
Alone.
I did a custom pizza alien. And
out of what?
Like,
out of an alien figure. Okay.
Yeah, out of an alien.
Of course. Okay. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Please. I'm also curious to know what else would you guys like to see from the video game? Like, what else could they do?
Yeah.
I'm trying to
That looks great.
access
Jeez,
my brain.
Your work is unbelievable.
That's
I
amazing.
love that.
Oh,
So,
Is there a super shredder?
for
I was asking, what else would you like to see from the video game? This is for the chat too. If you guys have any ideas, I was asking if there was a super shredder.
I would love an accessory pack or just a multi-pack of foot soldiers in their different.
There you go. Sure.
Which they kind of did. They did the villains pack on the initial arcade releases because they did the 4 turtles and then they did 2 foot soldiers. Was it 2 foot soldier shredder? Or was it? No, it was 3 foot soldiers and Shredder.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Like the color, the different colored, yeah.
Ooh, NES game colored turtles. That would be
dope.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, the underwater turtles with the seaweed, with the bombs, like
absolutely.
A little pack like that. Let's do it.
Yeah, sign me up. I mean, you could do from Turtles in Time. You could do Krang in his like UFO thing.
Oh, dude, I would want Krang
yeah.
with, like the like bat wings.
Oh yeah, good call. Absolutely,
Steals the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like they do. Didn't Turtles in Time have flying discs in the future? They had the hoverboards, which they actually released. That was
those are out. Yeah.
Did they do Mousers?
What?
Mousers? Did they?
I don't think they did Mousers. They could. I'm surprised they haven't rewrote.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm surprised
the only
they haven't done.
No, each turtle has a hoverboard. So this is Mikey's. Yeah.
And the cool, like, I'm surprised we haven't seen Roadkill Rodney's recolored because I remember them much more from the video game than I remember them from the cartoons.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Outside of when they kidnap animals. Because, you know, like they do. Oh, Super Shredder from the Hyperstone heist would be fun. Raccoon, Trag, and Granitor were shown off years ago, but those never came out. Not yet. But
Human Baxter.
Hoverboards were in the sewer. Maybe it was a disc. See a whole line of Shredder's Revenge figures whenever that game eventually drops. That'd be neat. But all right, moving on from the nostalgia train. Which, by the way, I still think these turtles look creepy as shit.
I love them.
Ultimate Casey.
Yes, please.
Flippin' Walmart.
Yeah, for real.
This is going to be a tough one.
And so,
what's everybody's thoughts on this? Because this is essentially a re-release with just a figure you can take the mask off of.
But they updated the elbow articulation, so he doesn't have the crazy double jointed elbow anymore, which kind of gave him like a jelly bean arm, which was kind of weird.
That sucks. As somebody who doesn't necessarily need a Raph in disguise, why do I have that other 2-pack?
Yeah.
Well, let me ask, does the mask come off that head and it has that head?
So this is loose and molded so that it can hang on, I think it's his golf club from his golf
Yeah,
bag.
there's some scene in the movie, like when you first see him, when he's chasing one of the foot soldiers.
It's when he runs
right.
off.
The mat. Oh, okay, there you go.
You
can see it on his back.
hanging on his thing, yeah. But I'm all in. I have
as long as I can find it, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have my movie turtles, and then I'm like, I can slip Casey in somewhere else.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you just gonna bag and tote the other Casey? And
No.
He'll
always have a place with me, baby. I don't have much room for more TMNT, but I'm fitting that Ultimate Casey in, right?
Yeah, I think you have
Absolutely.
to.
Yeah,
it's too good of a figure. Yeah, it's good stuff. Now, like we said, this is a Walmart release. This is going to be tough to find. This is going to be unless. Now, Narc, you are, and Dave, you probably fall into this category too. With your channels and your following, do you have a lot of like quote unquote fans or viewers that watch your stuff that are looking out for you, that do hook you up when they do find stuff at Walmart? Or is it usually just okay?
It's usually more like local people, friends and stuff. But yeah, absolutely. Like I look out for people. People look out for me. We're all tight knit. We're good.
But
so.
now, friends aside, like I do that too. The friends part, I'm not asking about. I'm specifically asking: do you have essentially strangers reaching out, like, "Hey, man, I found this. Do you need this?"
Yeah, it definitely happens.
Oh, I need to start a YouTube.
Not all the time, but yeah, it does happen.
I had a gent in the chat from one of the, I think it was the Toys with the Boys. He offered up 2 of his Loot Crate figures, so he said he'd reach out once they came in. So, the upcoming ones. That's cool. Yeah, because I was like, crap. Like,
did you not get any? You didn't.
I got Danny, but Scrag and Armagon. I was going, ooh, that would be really neat, but Just couldn't swing it at the moment. So, Elias Cody says Casey was one of those. You can't convince me you didn't genetically engineer the perfect actor for that role.
Right.
No, but I'm very excited for this. Again, the head sculpt I think is super sound.
It looks great.
Yeah.
It makes me sad because there's part of me that wants the Turtles 3 Casey with the samurai.
Yeah, sure.
But
Maybe
moving on, this one's not so much a toy, but this is the Last Ronin statue as debuted at Sideshow Con. I just had to put this out there. My buddy Ben.
Stop showing me this right now.
Does the art? It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Spoiler free. It's a really badass book.
It is.
And now we'll move on to a little pickups, shall we? And I'm gonna throw this out there because Dan threw me an image already. So I have to go back to the beginning. But look at that.
Oh, there you go. So this was I literally picked up all this.
Ooh.
I mean, 5 hours ago. A little bit more, maybe 8 hours ago. I was out. I garage sale this morning. I garage sale every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Went out. Didn't find much. There wasn't a lot of garage sales out this morning. And then I went to the gym. After I went to the gym, I saw a garage sale sign and was like, man, I just went to the gym. I don't bring cash with me to the gym, but let me go home. I went home, got my cash, and then went back to the garage sale. And there I did my typical questions. I asked them about video games. They said that he didn't say he had nothing. He actually said he was a collector and that nothing was for sale, which is fine. I just then do my next question of, okay, do you have any games you're not playing?
Yeah.
And he said, no, I got nothing. And then that's fine. I move on and I asked him about action figures. You have any He-Man, Transformers, Wrestlers, Ninja Turtles? And he goes, oh yeah, I collect the same stuff. Sounds like you and me are doing the same thing. And but I don't, and none of the figures are for sale either. I'm like, again, is there anything that you have that you're not looking to hang on? Like I'm relentless. I'm never a dick about it, in my opinion. But I'm definitely not giving up after one question. I want to make sure I want to cover all angles. So I asked him, do you have anything that you're not really attached to? Is there anything that you do want to consider have me take a look at? He's like, yeah, I've got a bin of parts and accessories and whatever, but I mean, it's not sellable. It's not, I mean, they're not in good shape or anything. I said, I'll take a look at anything you got. If you know where it is, I will absolutely take a look.
That looks pretty right there. I'm just saying.
Right. There's a lot of stuff in here that looks pretty, right? So the upper right-hand corner, it's not turtle related, but we just brought up that picture of the Ronin. These are Ronin warriors. Yeah.
For reference, real quick, Mr. Ryan Clark, this is not The Last Ronin. The Last Ronin is a comic series currently being put out by IDW Comics. I highly recommend it. Apparently, the last issue is coming in August, and then the trade should be out, I think, in September.
I need to get on that.
So warriors.
He goes into the house, brings out a bin, opens it up, and we start going through it. Now, it was filled with other stuff, too. There was a bunch of, like, Dino Riders. The little figures were in there. He pulled out a bunch of stuff, which I was sad about. But I wasn't going to complain. I was just letting him pick out whatever he wanted to pick out, whatever he wanted to keep, and I was left with the rest. And as we're halfway through picking the stuff out, and I can see the turtle blimp, and I can see the cruiser, and I can see these pile of accessories. The figures, honestly, are the least of what I was interested in. The turtle figures, because I mean they're all super common, and most of them are beat up. Yeah, there you go. That hot right. The Ronin figures I was definitely excited about, but I had all the turtle figures and most are missing hands or whatever. But the accessories I could definitely use. And there was some stuff in there I literally had never seen. They have some of the strips for the talking turtles, those red strips. I've never seen those in person.
Hard to find.
Oh, wow.
Right. As we're halfway through this and him sorting through, picking out the Dino Riders, leaving the turtles, leaving the Ronin stuff that he didn't want to hang on to, he goes, you want to do $20 for the stuff? I said, absolutely, sir. I couldn't throw the money at him fast enough.
The fact that you have the yellow ball from the
right
sewer
from the playset, absolutely.
That's huge.
That's a rare accessory.
Wow.
Also, right here, that is the loudspeaker elevator riser from the sewer. This is the type of psycho that I am. Is I can spot that in this pile, and I'm like, ooh.
You know what you're looking for. See, no,
That's good.
I love this stuff, but this stuff takes so much. If it's not like a key piece,
that right there,
so much time.
That is
that goes on
for your dragster.
Correct. Yes, it takes so much time to match up every little piece. I actually have a local toy collector, who I pick up the same thing I do for you, Dave, and HUSVAR, same thing I do for you. When I'm at Target, I know what this guy collects. hey, they've got He-Man Revelations figures out. Do you need the Super Skeletor? Do you need the He-Man? Do you need the Tila? And I pick him up. And he doesn't like spending money on new stuff, so I just hang on to him. And then there you go. I got that. I sent that to Dave a couple weeks ago.
That's very true.
So I collect this stuff for the guy. I just pay retail for it. So in that case, I paid $20 a figure for it. Maybe got him. I got him He-Man, Mossman, and Tila. And that's in addition to the rest of the pile. I think I got him an Ultimate Foot Soldier, and some other random stuff. Whatever. I hang on to the stuff. And then I just trade it off for him. I say, okay, you can have this stuff. Oh, look at that.
That's awesome. That's so badass.
And in exchange, here's some Ziploc bags and some Post-it notes. Please organize this bin of stuff.
Yeah.
And he loves it because he's very passionate about toys, which I think we all are. I'm not. I love toys. I'm just not passionate.
Not Revelations, Tila.
Not Tila. I meant Evelyn. Sorry,
Evelyn.
my bad. I won't spoil it. I was going to say something about her look. Yeah, right.
There's a pre-order on Big Bad Toy Store for that second series.
Check it out.
So I drop all that stuff off with him, and then at the same time, we also trade stuff. He knows what I look for, so we kind of even it out that way. And then the excess stuff, where I overtrade and I give him more than he's giving me, I say, okay, that's fine, we're good there. But can you organize this stuff, and can you baggy all this stuff by figure or by accessory? And then a week later, I just get the stuff back, and it's all taken care of. So it was. I love pickups like this because I love digging through this with my 6-year-old, and the fact that I got to spend. I was willing to pay $100 for everything. That was my number in my head when we're looking through it. But when he throws out $20, I'm not going to argue with the guy. Right.
Pale Aragorn, I would have to go. But Dave can spot the most obscure TMNT accessories in a bin, but cannot see why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You're a monster. No, I used to work at a comic shop. I was the toy buyer there, and legit, my favorite thing was when people would bring in tubs, and I would just go, "Okay."
So much fun.
I go, now, how much time do you have? And they'd go, "What do you mean?" I go, "Well, this stuff's not sorted. I need to go through it, and if I can't go through it, I have to consider that it's incomplete." And if you give me time,
it's going to drastically affect the price. Yes.
Yeah. So 9 times out of 10, they go, "I just want it gone." So I'd go through and I'd just do bulk, okay, go through, because, then it's like, all right, I'll spend the rest of the afternoon, just dumping.
You're going to do it either way, yes.
Yeah. But that was always one of my favorite things to do, like any toy line. But when Turtles came in, it was like, yes, please. Like, it's a good day at work.
Now, this job, this is the first time I've heard you say this. This job sounds like a dream and a nightmare at the same time.
Yes.
Because people are just dumping bins of turtles and all these old toys in front of you. Narc, did you do the same thing?
Yeah, pretty much. I do.
How do you do this? How do you not get attached to it and not want to take it all home? How do you not get super jealous?
I have a problem.
I will say my big thing, what I did is like going in, because as soon as I became like the toy buyer, what I did is I went through as much stuff as I could, and I went, okay, this is what I want. Like, this is what I'm looking for. So then I made a list on my phone. And so that was specifically what I was looking for, because like, that's how, the only way that I can be like, subjective, I guess, where it's just like, I'll look at turtle stuff and go, yes, please.
Right.
But it's like, if I go, okay, I'm looking for XYZ, that's the stuff that I'll look for myself. But the rest of it, I can go, okay, this is really cool. And then I can tag and bag it. Thankfully I miss it, but I no longer do that.
It takes a lot of time and effort, but if you have it, garage selling and asking questions at garage selling really pays off being a toy collector. Like, it's the amount of stuff that you can find. Absolutely. It's great. HUSVAR, do you garage sale?
I do. I do a lot of flea markets, estate sales, whatever I can find in the area, mainly flea markets.
Okay. They're tough. It depends on your area. Some areas have 0 garage sales where they're at, and some areas are just full of them. Like the Narc down in Texas, how are the garage sales down there?
They're really good. I mean, if I have the time to get to one on the weekend, like I usually clean up. There's no question that I won't pick up something. So if it's retro games or vintage toys or cards, whatever, it's always a win.
Also, I got to point out, Mr. Link keeps on putting it out. NECA for Kids TMNT line with Venus included. So that's next mutation.
Yep.
You know, the thing is, I actually really like those figures. I think they're cool looking figures, but mainly because they don't look like the show. And
Yeah,
coming from a dude who's a
scary.
diehard Turtle fan. And I have watched that whole thing multiple times, but I'm like, I like the toys because they look more cartoony, like they look more comic-ish. But yeah, my brain just completely went. I was like, I need to keep speaking.
Wonder if we'll ever get a Jerica figure.
Oh, Jenica?
Jenica.
You're crossing the streams of wrestling and turtle. That's if Playmates does another WWE crossover line or AEW. I guess it'd have to be with
the female Jericho.
It's Jerica. This week I didn't pick up much turtle wise. The Super 7 stuff is on the way to the comic shop, so I'll be picking that up hopefully this week. At least I know Rocksteady and Metalhead is. Yeah. So that's been a long time coming, but I did snag this from a local dude this week.
Wow.
And it's real nice. It's actually in really nice shape. I picked it up and my son and I actually played with it for like a good chunk of the afternoon.
Awesome.
And it's missing some pieces and stuff, but the head. So for those who don't know, this was the 2007 Cowabunga Carl van from the CG movie. But everything still works. The hinge is still good on this.
Oh, nice.
So that rolls down. But yeah, it's got an inside. This one's become popular with customizers because they've been slicing up the back and adding hinges and stuff. And I got it and I was like, this is really cool. And then I don't think I can chop shop it. I think it has to be
pretty, right?
It's awesome.
Well, and this comes off and clips onto the head of the 2007 Mikey, which is pretty dope.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can have him be Cowabunga Carl.
But Carl, go around, do birthday parties.
Yes.
That's
Which I think it was supposed to.
I had no. That's crazy.
That's cool.
I really don't. That joint is so tight. And I'm like, I'm gonna break it.
You're right.
I'm like,
wow, I kind of run into the like. I wouldn't want to display the van. I would absolutely display Mikey with the head on. That's great.
You know what? For you okay. Let's go down to Narc. Narc, what did you pick up this week? I'm going to actually go grab the Mikey. So I can pop it on.
Don't break anything, but yeah.
No, we'll find out.
So, I did not really care too much for the rise of the TMNT cartoon, but I started picking up the figures just because they're all cheap right now. So I got Alberto, I got Draxum right there.
Okay. Sorry, Alberto's not an easy guy to find, right? The bear.
I mean, right now he's still pretty easy.
Okay. So maybe I just know nothing.
A couple of these are pretty rare. So I got a Raph that I didn't have. Okay.
Where did you get this from?
So this is Macari.
Okay.
Macari. And I got all of this for $80. $80. Got a Mikey right there. And then this one is a harder one to come by. Bull Hop. So this was the
maybe that's what I was thinking.
The last wave that they put out before they exit. And then
is that the wave with the hippo?
With the hippo.
There you go. With the hippo.
There he is.
Look at that, Mikey.
And then meat sweats. Because you gotta have a meat sweat.
Oh, they gotta have a meat sweat. There you go.
Oh,
so yeah, for $80, like I was like, why not?
That seems. Now I don't know. I'm not up to speed. I'm not up to speed on these prices. That seems like a very good deal? Is that correct?
Yeah. So if you ever see Bull Hop or Hypno, like pick them up because these are like $40, $50 figures.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So they got up.
Again, it's like for fuck's sake, Scratch or like
end of the line kind of stuff.
End of the line.
Okay. Yeah.
I will say for my son for Christmas, Santa brought him the Rise the sewer play set and the four turtles. And it's literally behind the wall that's in front of me underneath the stairs. We made him a little sewer layer to play in. So like it's all set up and all his dudes play on there. Sadly, I just realized that most of the Rise stuff I think is upstairs, but he has like all his 2012 stuff on there because that's like what we've been watching.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mr. Ron Clark, that Grayskull's been back there for a little bit. It's don't worry. This This is going to be changing around a bit coming up. I'm redoing some of my displays. So
Ooh,
it'll be
Nice.
fun.
Spicy.
Yeah, right. Also, I just realized I have the 2-pack Mikey, not the I don't know where my normal one is, but he's got the more serious, and I think the more accurate head sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
HUSVAR, did you have any pickups this week? Or what's the most recent turtle thing that you picked up?
So my brother for Christmas, I don't know, I think it was last year, they went up for pre-order that Bebop and Rocksteady NECA set.
Oh, nice.
I missed out on them, so I got the second one. And then the most recent besides that was I actually got these off of Mercari this year. It's Usagi. I love Usagi Ojimbo, is one of my all-time favorite characters.
Good one.
So I had to get him, and then I got at last time there was a San Diego Comic-Con, Stan Sakai was there, and I got a sketch.
Ooh.
Which
Yeah,
I
buddy.
love with the
Wow.
armor, and then I got this, and he sketched
Congrats,
a turtle
Mr. Link. Sorry.
for me. No, you're good. No worries. And he sketched a turtle for me. So
That's
this
badass.
is probably
Dude, that's
one of my
awesome. Those 3
So
pieces
cool.
will fill out a Detolf cube. You're good to go on a display. That's great.
absolutely.
No, but sincerely, Mr. Link, congratulations on getting engaged.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
congrats.
Also
man.
on the
Congrats,
Portuguese
man.
barbecue. That's flipping sweet.
Congratulations.
Awesome, dude.
Go hang with your fiance instead of watching Turtle Talk. Watch the replay, bro. I did have to bring this up. So I do have a stock Usagi, but this is my custom. Usagi
Oh,
that I
yeah.
I
yes.
love that.
Soft goods.
did.
Absolutely.
So, and he's seen some shit.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he lives in my
Wow.
background. I also have a fun Stan Sakai story, but I'll tell you off air.
Sure.
Um,
Normally, I don't like soft goods, but like
That's great.
I think on larger figures it works a lot better.
well, it's the scale, man. Like if you put that much fabric on the 5-inch figure,
Yeah, it's too
it
thick.
wouldn't-
It's
it
too
wouldn't
yeah.
look good. Yeah. I mean, you'd have to use linens, and
But
the thing
that
is,
looks
underneath
fantastic.
here, it's the same figure.
Sure.
Like it's the
Yeah.
same exact figure. It's just, I gussied it up. This is a little.
And you have the
strap of
sheath. The
leather.
sheath is awesome for the swords, you know?
Yeah, and it adds so much, and yeah. But to start out, it's already a beautiful figure.
Right.
Like that's what makes it.
It's got a good base. Yeah.
I'm very excited because on the 2012 series, we're just making it through season 4. So I think we have it's Tales of the TMNT coming.
Tales
up
is the best.
So,
Tales is the
Which I'm
best.
super
Good
stoked.
stuff.
because Ollie loves him some Usagi.
Now we know that Wheeler customizes anything he can. Do either of you guys customize anything? Do you own any customs?
I mean,
or
yeah,
will.
Yeah.
I do have a custom. Oh, stop.
I was gonna say
Don't
if we just
fall.
watch his entire collection come crashing down.
I mean, that would be my luck. Have
It's
this-
happening.
One of my favorite TMNT
Oh.
characters is Wingnut, but
Oh, wow.
Yeah, buddy.
yeah, got some paint apps on there.
That
All of
looks
his
great.
weapons, belt, screw
no.
loose. Let me show you screw loose. Pop them out.
I did that to a Muckman a while ago, and man, like it's amazing.
Man,
the
that's
sculpt
great. It's
detail
almost like you
on
have
it.
the NECA figures before we
Yeah.
have the NECA figures. That's
Right.
weird. That looks great, man.
That looks
Like,
cool.
those better than the NECA figure.
Right? Yeah, that was something we didn't talk about with the releases and the Comic-Con stuff.
I was trying to find the images and they weren't coming up.
Okay,
So
I can send them to you.
I thought I had them all saved, and I didn't.
Wah, wah.
But hold on, I will see if I can find them real quick.
Yeah, I'm kind of more recent into the custom game. I mean, you know, Dave knows I'm having him work on some things for me. I'm just getting the pieces for him, but I just never I'm always been like the official guy. I gotta get the official one, but now like I'm seeing like all these talented people who can make things that look like it's actually
And that was my
official.
hold up originally. I don't want something that looks like my 6-year-old colored it.
Right.
I mean, I don't want chunky paint. I don't want. I
I love
What
that
is that?
madman.
This was my first custom, and I did it with house paint.
That's awesome. See, but now you know what you're doing.
Yeah, he lives on my desk.
You got it.
So, like, if I think I'm much more open to the idea of customs now that I've seen what is out there and what possibilities they are. When I was talking about doing this podcast today, with I keep calling it a podcast, this show, with my wife and my son in the car. As soon as I mentioned that, Dave, that you customize stuff, his eyes lit up, and he's like, like we can make anything. He can make anything he wants.
Anything,
right? Yeah. And he's like, well, I'm like, well, what are you thinking? Like, what do you want? He's like, can he make me an original looking Galactus? Like, he's referring to like the Toy Biz line.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, he can't do anything. He's not a 3D printer, but we can talk. So we might have to come up with some sort of project for you, Dave. But I'm much more open to the idea of customs and custom painting stuff and all that kind of stuff. Now that I've seen what is actually possible.
Okay, so I actually have 2 packages that I need to pack up. With the memorial and everything today, I was like just not in the right headspace last night. But I put a wash on this Boba Fett, and this is just the Black Series. And then
that's what I'm saying. It's customs now don't look like a good custom. Look at that!
Wow.
Cape.
Customs don't look like customs. They look like that's the way it was released. Like that's that's the way it should be. That's great.
It pops like this is going to Michael in case he's watching. Is
that a Chris Masters
masterpiece? Chris Masters.
I thought it was Steve Believe at first.
A little bit, but he's got his crucifix and everything, but like that's what I like to do. Like I love to do customs of figures that it's like, okay, we don't have a figure of our good friend here, but like now I do, and this is really cool. There's also something cool coming up with this, but I'll talk to you later about that.
Your cape work in general, just your capes, and that's some good stuff.
So the cool thing is, this cape is from a seller called GPS Lot.
Okay,
it's a pre-wired pit piece. I used to make my own. It takes so much time. It takes so much space, and I'm like, this is a better material than I would have used. So, but I love posing them, all dynamic.
That's what just the. But I don't care where you got it from. The fact that you can pose it like that and it looks like that. I've tried to pose capes before. I've got like even my Super Shredder cape looks like trash. I need to watch a YouTube video on just how to pose a freaking cape.
Right.
Dude, okay, I will say this. This is a weird thing that I technically this is my son's first custom. Because he found all the parts and he jammed them together to make a shredder.
Atta boy.
That's awesome.
It looks good.
I think the helmet's from a Karai from the 2003 line, if I remember correctly. But I'm like, hey,
that's great.
Like,
that's really cool.
And so, he did it, and I was like, that's really neat. And it lives on my desk now because I'm like, I can't. This is really cool.
Yeah, have to.
Dad's little boy. That's awesome.
Yeah, he was so stoked about it. I'm like, oh.
HUSVAR, I know you don't have kids, but Narc, you do, correct?
Yeah, I have 3. That's 3.
I have like 3, maybe 5. Somewhere between 2 and 6. Yeah.
3.
Are they? How old are they?
So one just graduated, 18. And then I have an 11-year-old, or no, she just turned 12, and then a 6-year-old that's about to turn 7.
Oh my God, you just run the gamut on ages there. That's got to keep you busy.
It's crazy, dude.
So how are they? Do they have any like flair for collecting? Are they into any of your stuff? Are they interested in Dad's like toy room?
No, not really. No, the oldest, he's all about sports, basketball, NBA. My daughter, she's 12, so she likes toys, but she doesn't like what I have. I mean, she's still kind of into LOL and like little Roblox toys and stuff like that. And then the little guy, he's just plays Roblox all the freaking time. So
really,
like, yeah.
Oh,
I try, but
okay.
I'm like,
you don't want to force it on them. Yeah. And if they're not interested, they're not interested. That's fine.
So.
Well, that was the surreal thing with, like, again, Ollie's 4. So it was the thing of like, all right, we can watch Fred Wolf Turtles cartoon. If he likes it, great. If he doesn't, whatever. Same thing with Spidey. Same thing with any of the stuff I showed him, because it was like, if he doesn't like it, I'll turn it off. But like, he fell in love with it like I did. I was like, cool. Narc looks 25. How the
41.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
Whoa, you look
young.
fantastic, dude.
1980.
Yeah, boy. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up. Panda 10 in the chat sent over a custom. I usually can't get the damn Instagram messages to work during the stream, but we will see if I can get it. Perhaps. Maybe. Damn it. It's just blank. Like, I don't understand why it doesn't show. Why it doesn't pop up. I will try again after a bit, my friend. What I will do now is I'm going to pull up some San Diego exclusives. Or the reveals, I should say.
Wow, while you're doing that, I'm browsing that eBay link that Mitch Falcon.
There's so much good stuff there.
So, you guys talk. I'll be busy for 10 minutes.
We got Anthrax and Scumbug coming.
Yes.
Very, very cool. Again, like, this is where I'm hitting the point with this line, though, is I'm like, okay, I can skip some of these.
Yeah.
This one we knew, though, right?
This one.
Yeah.
This one, I just pulled up all the images. So
okay, they did talk about this, but this one was one of the pre-orders from months ago.
They did not talk. Oh, this was brand new, though.
That was a surprise.
Yeah.
And honestly, I was initially going, maybe I'll skip this, but this stupid dirt ring,
yes,
and the fact that you can pop the torso off and make it look like he just burrowed up, I'm like,
brilliant.
Oh my
amazing.
God.
And you save space, so it's like perfect.
Yeah, it's
Well,
awesome.
and it adds a different tier. You know, he's at the tier with, like, you know, the roadkill Rodneys and the Mousers. And
There's
stuff
no
like that.
reason not to display him now that you can do him half size, and I totally agree with you.
But there's Wingnut and Screw Loose. Again, he's missing it, though. He's missing
Yeah,
it.
he
I know
is.
he didn't have it, but and like, there's part of me, because specifically Wingnut and Screw Loose were on the very first Turtle comic I ever owned, and it was the Turtle Adventures from Archie, and this one is just like tugs at my heartstrings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Narc proving that toys keep you young.
That's right. Right.
But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts on these?
You have to get them, right? I'm not in love with it. I like that Screw Loose is posable, but like,
Mood.
yeah, I'm not in love.
These are. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Andrew.
I was gonna say these are kind of I think they're gonna be a pass for me, just because I don't have that huge attachment to them. Like, I remember seeing them at flea markets and, the cartoon and everything, but I have to be selective on some of these. With the movies, I think I'm gonna try to be a completionist, but the cartoons, I think I'm gonna be a little more selective.
Well, the movies are a lot easier. You're talking about three. I mean, at this point, two-hour movies, if that.
Yeah.
So there's only so many characters, but with the cartoon, you're spanning however many seasons they had. It's many, many more characters. Mm-hmm. For me, I don't have any memories of Wingnut and Screw Loose in the cartoon.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I only remember the figures.
Yeah.
That said, I don't think I've gone this far. Like, that's my only justification for picking these up is I'm gonna skip a set now.
Yeah. Oh man, you're really making my brain turn here.
The cruddy thing with this is I saw these and my first thought was, I can make those look like the vintage toys, and then I'm like, but no.
Wait, I have the vintage toys.
I gotta imagine Super 7's going to be probably getting to these guys sooner than later.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, I mean, I would think anybody that has what are they called, the little guys, the
sidekicks.
Yeah, the sidekicks.
Yeah.
Yes, anybody that has a sidekick, just because they're so memorable, I got to think that they are almost at the top of the list for Super 7.
Well, and like the cool thing is initially I thought Super 7 and NECA, going down the similar lines, we're gonna run into so much overlap, and it's been amazing that there hasn't been much outside of like Muckman.
Crazy.
Like, it's pretty nuts. But these will be, I have to see them in person, I think. But
I'd agree with you.
NECA, give us old lady, get her purse stolen. Apparently I opened this twice.
I'll have to buy her.
Or 3 times. All right, how we doing? Nope. All right, we're back there. Wow, did a bang up job on that one. Look at me go. But with seeing what's coming out, with seeing what's already been announced, like, I gotta ask, and we'll start again. We'll start with Narc, and we'll go over to HUSVAR. 3 figs from NECA. 3 figs. 3 figs
Long
from
day.
Super 7. 3 figs from NECA.
Okay, so from Super 7, I'm gonna go a little deep cut, but I want a Killer Bee. I want a Needle Nose because I love the Mega Mutants, and I want a Wingnut and Skrillex, of course. And then from NECA, I want a Party Van. I want to see that. I know a while back they kind of hinted to some sort of like playset, so I would like to see what. That is. I don't know. I mean, I think NECA is going to continue making probably everything as long as they can from the line. So I think we'll eventually get what we all want. You know,
the idea of a playset terrifies me for NECA.
It does.
Also, the dioramas.
That's my
Yeah.
problem. I bought the diorama, right? I've got it. It takes up a ton of space. Now I'm going to. So my first thought is I don't need if they do a sewer layer, I don't need it because I already have this giant set piece that is for the cartoon guys, and it takes up a ton of room, and I don't need the next one. But the other side of the coin is, well, I spent the money on this stupid street scene that isn't even from the cartoon. Why wouldn't I get the sewer that is actually from the cartoon?
Right.
Like if I'm gonna get one, I should have just gotten the sewer.
With your display, though, you could put the diorama on top of the case and then the sewer layer in the case.
Ooh.
There you go.
Above and below.
Sorry, we'll see.
Mona Lisa would be good. My fiance said it would be nice to get some TMNT figures based on their Teen Titans Go appearance. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
Huh. Hold on. We have the internet.
Pull it up.
How about NECA figures based on their Lego figures?
Ooh. I love those.
Totally
so much.
What about you, HUSVAR?
For my, I'm gonna start with Super 7. I'm gonna go crazy, and you know how they have like the Thunder Tank and the Snake Mountain. I want that caliber Technodrome for Super 7.
Ooh.
I want
wow.
I don't. Wow,
I've never seen that. Yes,
ever.
I've never seen that picture in my life.
Me neither.
What was it? Super 7. I'm gonna say Krang's android body. I think a really cool Super 7 Krang's android body. And then
with the Silverhawks giant figures coming out, that gave me a lot of hope that they could get a Krang's android body in there because that'd be dope.
Absolutely. And then what was the other? I had another one. Super 7. Let's do something crazy. I'll do a play set, like a sewer play set from Super 7, just because of how crazy their play sets and vehicles have been.
And then you still have it where the sewer can connect to the Technodrome and take up like 40.
That would be insane. And then
inmates from Arkham Asylum for Batman versus TMNT.
That would be cool. That would be really cool. For NECA, I'm gonna say, oh man, I'll do another maybe like Krang's like their base, like Shredder's base, where like the portal comes in or whatever. What was it?
The portal room.
Yeah, the portal room. Let's see.
I don't know if that's the official title. That's what I always call
it. That's what you call it.
It works.
Yeah.
I want a version 2 April, and then maybe something from the third movie. Just I know he probably said we would never get the third movie, but maybe like a Samurai Turtle.
Did he say that? Oh, I don't.
Module.
I think he mentioned one time he was like, maybe we'll do it, but it would be like later.
Okay, I don't need. I mean, I need nothing except the time travel device, whatever.
The scepter.
The scepter. That's the one I was looking for.
Be patient, Mitch.
Well, yeah. Hopefully, we get there on the neutrinos. I would love that. In reference to the playsets, this isn't even a playset. It's just something that NECA consistently shows off. The one thing we didn't touch on was that other Super Shredder that's coming out. The other color, the third one. The one that's not based on anything except it's a different color. Is that right?
Apparently a homage to the European packaging variant. I'm like, you guys are just blowing smoke up our ass.
The important part about the pictures that they showed with, I don't know if you have a picture of it, Dave, but they showed again that broken dock scene.
Yeah.
The one that they had.
That fits in that box.
I need that dock thing for my Super Shredder.
Yes.
Sell that thing separately. Oh, we might talk. There you go. that thing is it goes hand in hand with Super Shredder. That would be ideal.
Absolutely.
oh God, what's his name? I think it's Drip Mode. Did a fantastic TMNT2 doc above and below where he had like Super.
I saw
Shredder,
that.
like,
Yeah, that guy's
knocking out
unbelievable.
shit. God dang, that figure or that base was so nuts. They have done so many Super Shredder figures. The funny thing is this is a image of the previous Super Shredder that came out, but
in the same thing.
Notice it's on the same dock.
Yeah, I think that's just something that they had made for display. It makes the figure look amazing, but they keep teasing us with it, and I don't know if they're ever going to release it.
It should also come with like a pile of rubble that you could bury them and have like the hand stick out, and then that would be cool.
That'd be sweet.
I remember as a little kid, I was like, "Oh no!" Okay,
it scared me. Yeah,
dude. Well, Dan, I'll let you do your 3 and 3.
I feel like we do this every month.
It's always changing, bro.
It really does. Give me. I don't collect the. I swear, Mitch works harder on this show than you or me, Dave.
Right? Dude, every time, click that link and show him some love.
For Super 7, I mean, I don't collect the Super 7 line. It's just one more that's too much for me. I'll just make it simple. Give me Super Shredder, give me Toka, and give me Razor, and just be done with it. I loved those figures when I was a kid, and I love the movie, and I even love them on the cartoon. I had Connor watch the cartoon where Toka and Razor showed up and talked in the episode, and
well, they're coming though.
Did they announce that?
Those cartoon ones are the ones that they teased.
No, Super 7.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, I saw the tease for NECA. I feel like we have more important stuff to do than the Toka and Razor, right? On the cartoon figures.
Okay, so I gotta go with NECA because they're doing the cartoons. I gotta go a set of the 4 2012 Turtles.
Okay.
Because I would love to see their take on that. I have the Revoltech figures, and they are too sweet, but they fucking hurt my wallet.
Yes.
Go back to Toka and Razor. Were you guys excited about the Toka and Razor tease for the cartoon line? Was that a great way to end their whole hour-long showcase of Comic-Con reveals?
I think for some it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's cool, but it's not like wow.
It's not like wow, right? It's not like when we got the original Toka and Razor reveal back in person.
I was waiting for them to be like Tatsu and just be like,
right? Yeah, exactly. Something mind blowing.
Yeah,
and we just didn't get that. We got 2 figures, a silhouette of 2 figures that we didn't really need in the first place.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was just underwhelmed with that ending on the Toka and Razor front. For NECA. Yeah, I mean, I still need the Turco.
Who? Oh, Paige Turco. Gotcha.
Paige Turco, yeah.
I thought you were trying to say Toka, and I was like, dude, bro.
Bro, it is late. We got to get to bed. Who else did I say? Sure, I'll make room for it. Give me a Turtle Van. And for the third one, a Kino. I mean, I really need a Kino.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not going to give up on Kino.
Pizza Boy Kino?
Dude, I want Kino, but I want Kino to come with his scooter.
Yeah.
HUSVAR, what'd you do?
Oh, this happens to HUSVAR on his other podcast all the time. He's always dropping in and dropping.
By the way, check out the Major World Order podcast. It's really good, and you'll see HUSVAR disappear on and off.
All the time. Yeah, Dave has been a guest on there. I've been a guest on there.
It's true. If you want to hear a really candid side of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because clearly we don't do that on TV. Oh, there's HUSVAR.
I'm here. I don't know why.
And you and your connection.
I moved.
Hold on. I can do this.
Whoop, whoop. Make it back.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Hold on, wait.
Everything's normal. Whoa!
It's like the Brady Bunch for real now.
Yeah. Whoop. Hey, we're back to
Roadhouse.
Road. No, yeah, Kino with the scooter, the 2012 Turtles, and then but I want Tatsu. I really want
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
Super
good. That's
Kevin,
good.
man, for like, I don't know. Like I'm trying to think because Super 7, it's because they do the vintage toys. I know they're gonna get to them, but Sewer Surf and Mike, just because that was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But the sad thing
I think
is
everyone
probably
had
will end
him.
up being all obscure versions of Mikey because I want this.
Yeah,
I want
that's-
this.
Yeah.
I love that.
Seven so bad.
What about
And,
Pizza Launcher, Mikey?
dude, I just want the pizza launcher. That was gonna be the last one from Super 7. I'm like, I want to see what the hell they would do with that thing.
Yeah.
Because it's already a behemoth. This was a key vehicle when I was a child.
Neb is having a stroke in the chat. He's going to be bringing up a great point.
Yeah. Yep.
See, I stand by. I want like Vanilla Ice. I want it to be a San Diego set though.
Yeah.
I want it to
be an
like
exclusive.
The whole
backup
thing?
dancers or something like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or give me a 5-pack. Give me them, and that's how you get the Secret of the Ooze turtles. Like I stand by.
Oh, sure.
The cool
Wow.
thing would be give me one of each of the VHS sets of the individual turtle styles. So Secret of the Ooze is the new softer sculpts, the Henson redos, and then 3 is the Samurais. But then you have all 3 box arts that you can have behind your turtles. It would look so cool.
Yeah,
Oh my! Now you're making me have to go back and get that San Diego Comic-Con set.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, and I know I'm gonna catch shit for it. There are bootlegs of it.
Right.
They're not bad. They're not good, but they're not.
I've never
bad.
held one. They're passable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I need a 1/12 scale sausage links. Then I'll get a second Mikey. Yeah, man, Combat Colta. Wow.
Okay, so bootlegs. Do you guys have any bootlegs?
No.
Now, and I'm not talking about like just like cool original like vintage like cheap knockoff turtle stuff, but I'm talking in like actual trying to impersonate a different like a NECA product or like a higher tier item, but for cheaper because it's a bootleg. Do you HUSVAR or Narc? Do you guys have any bootlegs?
No, I
don't
kind
know
of
them.
tried to
Correct.
avoid them specifically.
Okay. Those are see now you have a different purpose for bootlegs though. I could see you picking up bootlegs
Right.
just to customize everything, right?
Well, and these, so legit, I got these because I was like, holy shit, they did what I was gonna do. And I'm like, they gave them the color.
I actually thought you did that. You bought them with the
this
colored.
is-
Oh,
you can get these
interesting.
on eBay right now. I think it's $50 for the set of 4,
Wow.
and they're great. Like these feel more legit. That I have the black and white turtles, like that are legit. These feel like better plastic.
Wow.
And then I just recently got these because these are on the video game shelf as the Nintendo turtles.
Ah, okay.
So yes,
Sweet.
I have some bootlegs, and they're pretty sweet.
Awesome.
Oh,
I mean, speaking of video, I know that Narc, now that I think about this, I know that Narc likes video games. I know that HUSVAR likes video games. Do we? I mean, do you want to spur off into other topics? We can ask them what their favorite video game is.
yeah, dude, go crazy.
Yeah, I'd love to know for both you guys, turtle wise, and not turtle wise. I mean, we can go that. We can spur off that far. Favorite video game stuff.
I could go. I'll go.
Yeah, sure. Either one of you.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a tie between, just for nostalgia purposes, between the original NES Ninja Turtles game and the arcade NES Turtles game, just because I loved like going to the actual arcade and playing it, and I could play it at home, and I just have fond memories with my brothers, playing those all the time and trying to beat it and throwing the controllers at the TV because Baxter Stockman zapped me or whatever. But
Oh, that's great.
yeah, those have to be mine. But a tie
Yeah, when
between
those
the two
games
NES.
when those games released for the home consoles after being in the arcades for so long, I think a lot of people being able to bring that arcade experience back home.
Oh gosh, that was huge.
It was yeah, it was huge. It was nostalgia on top of nostalgia. It was fantastic.
Ooh. A good point. The Injustice 2 TMNT.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah, that's a good
I
one.
forgot about that.
That was super dope. It's as close as we'll get to a modern tournament fighters.
The original TMNT on NES,
Where did
of
you
course.
get that from?
I have some NES games.
Oh,
a
okay.
few.
I
And
didn't
then
see you reach, so I was just like, where?
yeah, and then of course arcade, TMNT arcade all day
Okay.
long. I mean, those are my two
Absolutely.
favorites. And then
Yeah, they're
Game Boy games, they're pretty fun too.
Yeah.
These are repro covers,
Oh,
but
cool.
Radical Rescue. I think Radical Rescue was the first appearance of Scratch, so he didn't appear in cartoon form, but on video game instead. So.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back to your NES stuff. I'm a big NES collector. How many are you going for a complete set? This is, I mean, not turtle oriented at all.
No, not at all. I think I'm at like 98. I get them when I can get them cheap, and that's about it, dude. So garage sales, random stores.
But still, you've been doing this for long enough that I thought you'd be over 100 at least. That's pretty close.
Yeah, I have a lot of doubles, but I'm 98. So, but that's awesome, just man. NES. I have Sega Genesis, Game Boy. I have TurboGrafx.
Favorite console? Yeah. Favorite console? Favorite system you like to play on?
NES.
Same.
All-time favorite.
What about you, HUSVAR?
Yeah. For NES, I mean, I collect all different kinds of games. NES, I think I'm about like 75 NES games, and then maybe like 10 to 15 boxed NES games.
Nice. Very cool.
I try to get like the covers I like, or like games that, I have like Friday the 13th and RoboCop and like Terminator, stuff like that. Then I collect all different ones, SNES, Genesis, TurboGrafx as well. It's I popped what you said, in television. All that
television.
Kind of
that's not common that you find a young guy like HUSVAR. HUSVAR is a lot younger than all of us. But the fact that he likes in television, and you never find guys that like his age that like Atari and television, because you require too much. If you didn't grow up with it, I feel like it requires too much imagination to really get into it.
And I will say, like, my dad had an Intellivision, and I remember playing like Burger Time and a couple other games on there, and thinking it was so damn cool where you swap out the cards. Like, I thought that shit was amazing. And like looking back on it, I'm like, huh.
It's tough. Yeah, they're very tough to go back and play. I'm shocked that HUSVAR even knows what an Intellivision is.
My brothers had it, and that's all we would play. Besides regular Nintendo, my favorite game was Masters of the Universe for Intellivision. It was
that's
my
awesome.
favorite.
That's great, man.
You had to bomb Skeletor. He's like running around, like zipping around on the bottom. You're in the ship, and you have to bomb them.
Sure, just like
great
the
artwork.
Right.
Just like the cartoon.
Just like the cartoon. You have me now. Oh shit!
Bombs.
No. Kids nowadays will never know the frustration brought on by the NES TMNT game.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they will.
Just walk over the gap.
I tried having Ollie play it the other day, and he just hit the point where he's like, "Dad, it's not working," and I'm like, "No, it's working.
Something wrong.
It's doing exactly what it's supposed to."
Kids will not understand how hard nowadays. This is old man Dan going off, but you play a game now. They play it for 5 minutes. They die. They start right back where they die. Then they play it for 5 minutes more. They die. They start right back at that same spot. They keep going until eventually they beat the game. We had 3 lives and 2 continues, and if we used all that, we started back over the beginning.
What's a checkpoint?
Right, I did. We had no checkpoints. We couldn't save anything. It was so much tougher.
Yeah.
Narc, actually, I don't know if you do much of the 1/6 scale stuff, but I know you're a turtle collector. The DreamX turtles, the 1/6 scale ones. Do you have?
I don't. They look amazing. I don't have any. Nothing.
What do they look like? Are you able to describe them?
They look like the 2003 turtles. I actually have. So I have the DreamX, Casey, Shredder, April, and the Krang. So technically, Krang and Android Body and April were after the license expired. So I think Krang was like Cerebral Brain Body.
Oh, and
April was News Hen, and I was like, okay, whatever.
Oh, but that Krang looks insane, right?
Dude, the Krang's awesome. He's feeling back there. But the turtles, their articulation sucks. Like, I've gotten to handle, they can have real metal weapons and they weigh a bloody ton. The figures, you can't even get their arm to a 90. Or, the 90-degree angle. Like, it's just like you can't get it that far because of the pad and the way that the joint's made. And it's like, for the money that they are, it just, like, it bummed me out because they looked so fucking cool on the promo images.
I don't know the history. Did they get in trouble? Did DreamX get in trouble after the license ran out?
They had the license. And they lost it. It expired.
Didn't they have to change the name on like Krang and
Yeah.
whatever?
That's what I was just saying, because
Cerebral.
Yeah.
Right.
He looks. He's bad.
look at this
Look at
big
this thing.
bastard.
It
Look
looks
at
like
that
the
thing.
movie one.
But if they don't have the license, how can they just change the name and be fine?
Because they're overseas.
Okay. That's crazy.
But yeah, this suckers. I mean, for scale.
I'm looking at these things. They're crazy.
Yeah, they're super cool.
Like the turtles.
Super cool.
HUSVAR is about to pull the trigger on these things.
No, I can't.
HUSVAR,
like
you get those Cardona boots. I'm just saying.
Not yet. They're on the way.
Here we go.
Yeah, they're cool.
So here is the turtles with April.
Man.
Again, very cool looking.
Yep.
But their articulation just isn't where it needs to be. It makes me so
Well,
sad.
I was going to say the
So
picture that
cool.
HUSVAR showed. It's got Raph crossing his arms, and now I'm looking at another listing of it. That's just a set of arms you can get.
Yep, and it's to
Oh,
put it
really?
on, you have to
Okay.
pull them up at the shoulders. Like you pop out the arms, and then you have to pull those.
You pull
Like,
the
so
arms
it's like
apart.
this,
The
you
arms
have
are
to go,
connected.
To get the peg into there.
I don't like that. Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
like
if you want that full set of 5, the 4 turtles in April, I mean that you're looking at a K, right?
oh no, more than that now.
Other than that,
Oh
At
God.
standard retail, you would have been looking at that. Like, actually, you would have been looking at more. It would, So, it's just, it's that thing of they look really flipping cool together, and I've wanted to get them, but it's after handling them, I was just like, I'm not gonna.
Sure. So do you have any other ones? You said you have the Krang, April, and Casey. Is that what you said you have?
Krang, April, Casey, and Shredder.
And Shredder. Okay.
But I'll grab Casey real quick because he's the easiest to grab. Because April definitely has like generic female body number 5.
Oh,
has a bunch of
For
double
just
banded.
those two.
Just for 2. Wow.
that's crazy.
$35 shipping.
That's not bad. That's a deal.
Right. So I touched mine up. So this is the Casey. I added the vest.
He's
But-
cool looking though.
He's really cool, but that's as far as his arm goes.
Not even if you like hair dried it or
Really hard to see, but
Mm.
like it's
Yeah, what would you
pegged
do?
up.
How
It's
would-
kind of like a Mattel joint.
okay.
So
Jeez.
it's so restrictive, and it's just a bummer because it's like, okay, I would love to have Casey like swinging a bat.
Right.
It's like, well, I can have him go, boom.
Yeah, a hands to the side. Yeah.
Now this is a question that I come across this often. Like that's a very cool piece, especially like the 1/6 and the 1/12, the bigger figures. Where do you have any statues?
No.
Like just straight up statues? Right. I don't either. I will not get a statue.
I like the
Narc
pose.
or HUSVAR, do you guys have any like statues?
I
Not a
do.
one.
I do. I have a like comic book statues.
Okay.
I only get them if they're like posed a certain way or a certain art style. Like if it's like a certain artist, like
Yeah, based on a
model
specific
based
art
on
style.
that, I'll get it.
Okay.
Just to capture the moment. But other than that, I try not to get them. They get.
And I feel like I'm being dumb by excluding statues from my collection. Like I don't pose my stuff enough where it's like I need them to be articulated. Yes, I do pose them, but it's like essentially all of my NECA stuff is statues that I can move them. I just don't.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
but it would never even be on my radar to ever pick up a statue.
Well, hold on. Oh yeah, Batman Black and White. Is that the
This is the Capullo and Snyder
oh, right on.
one, but like something like this I'll get because I love Capullo and Snyder. But like other than that, I can't.
Josh, Hot Toys has not done anything TMNT related. I have the Mondo ones, which are cool. So, for instance, I've shown this off before. It's slowly making progress.
Oh, look at
Oh,
this. Jeez.
That is my wall, but I'm gonna see if I can do this
Oh,
because
wow.
it's gonna be tricky. This is the closest you guys have ever been.
Yeah, exclusive right
like,
here.
Roadkill Rodney with the shock turtle, like that, doing stupid stuff like that.
I need that shock.
That's cool.
But like Mikey hanging
Hanging.
off. But then I got the turtles roasting marshmallows around Splinter.
That's
I like
great.
your VHSs in the back. That's badass.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I got the rest. Damn it, this is really hard to do because I'm trying to see and But yeah, and then the 2012 display is over there. But got vintage.
Oh, this looks great, man.
Very cool.
And all that up there. But like, I even have Kid Vid chilling up there.
The Burger King.
And eventually these will all be dioramas down here. And then comics. But to give you an idea, this is what I was trying to like, like go around the other toys.
So do you, I guess my question is, do you get a ton of, and I think I know the answer, do you get a ton of enjoyment out of picking the pose yourself and having the freedom to pose the guys almost any way that you want, versus let's say that they made a statue of Splinter in the center, in the center fire, the spirit of Splinter, and then all the turtles sitting cross-legged around him. If they just made a statue of that, would you buy that?
No.
Right, and I'm the same way.
It depends.
Are we dumb?
It depends. Say the Spirit of Splinter set was horribly made, and I can't stand it up, or I can't do something with it, and then the statue looks so realistic that it's good in one go. Maybe I'll do it, depending on price. But I prefer.
Yeah, I get the feeling it's 3 against 1 here. Even if the Splinter, even if the statue was $20, it looked dead on like the movie. Yeah. I still wouldn't pick it up.
I prefer to pose though overall.
That's interesting.
I am tremendously paranoid about statues as the guy who used to have to put them together in the store.
Okay.
So it was the thing of like, and also I would repair the statues in the store because I had a couple coworkers who might or might not have dropped a head for a $700 statue, and they went, "Hey, can you come in with your paint and everything?" Like, yes. But like stupid stuff like this, like being able to do that with Kong.
Right.
Like I've reposed this probably a dozen times, but I end up coming back to this every time, and it's like I have them on my shelf. I'm like, but,
did that plane come with him, or is that yours?
The plane came with him. This is the Target.
I got the first Kong that didn't come with much.
Oh, with the creatures, it had like the little the first.
I don't think it came with anything. It was the first version. It just came with extra hands.
Right on. Yeah, this was the one. This one came out for Father's Day. The biplane's insane. Like, and again, it's a fun little accessory.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Splinter does light up, though. Not dumb, Dan. You just stick to your preferences, and nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
I just think my preferences are out of line. Like, I don't think I can justify them.
Oh, Pale Aragorn, I've had a Detolf explode.
Ooh.
The back
I
panel
remember that.
Detolf just went like one time. I was like, "What happened? Wow. I wasn't even doing anything." But I am an AI suffering an existential crisis. But okay, I guess this is probably as close to a statue that I have, and I need to, it's a Christmas ornament.
Okay, that's something. Sure.
Yeah.
But his lantern disappeared, and it bummed me out. But the cool dorky thing.
Is that Ryan Reynolds?
That is Ryan Reynolds. I repainted the suit to be more comic style, but
that's hilarious.
I do have a statue. I totally forgot.
Oh, that's not a statue.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Close enough.
I think that counts.
You
Yeah,
know, I mean,
sure, absolutely. No, good point.
But I think that's the cool. There it is.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
I think it's that thing of like, and that's the fun part. Everybody's collection's different. Mm-hmm. And I think, I definitely know people who collect just statues. I know people who collect statues and figures. For me, I'm constantly grabbing stuff for reference. I'm constantly grabbing stuff to like futz around and like figure stuff out, like for when I'm drawing. And like for me, that's my preference. Like again, not yucking no one's yum, except for who the hell was calling me Venus earlier?
Actually, let me show you this. Will this change your mind, Dan? I mean, I'm not trying to change your mind, but
let's see what you got.
I got the that giant Conan quarter scale.
Wow.
Hold on. Zoop.
There you go.
And I got the Harley Quinn over there, but that thing's giant.
Who makes that?
Is that Iron Studios?
This is what is it? PCS.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
I believe, and I mean, and then the Harley Quinn's a sideshow, but that I had to get it.
Yeah,
just
because
it looked cool.
That's so flippin' dope. Oh, nice Vega mask up there too.
Oh, thank you.
The only statue I own is a Madman bust. You know what? I do. I own the I think it was Bowen. I have that bust. I do have that. It is actually upstairs on the bookshelf.
Speaking of shelves, I did see a good question earlier. It looks like Neb asked. He said, "Narc, what kind of shelves do you have up?" I think these are good questions to ask.
Oh yeah.
In that everybody has collections and everybody's always looking for different ways to display. I personally am trying to get away from detolves. The two you see behind me are just extra ones because I've gotten them out of my display room. And I see Neb, you do or Narc, it looks like you do have a handful of detolves to your side, but behind you it looks like they're non-detolves, right?
Yeah, so I have just regular shelves here to my right.
There you go.
Over here, just regular shelves.
I love those.
Right here, I got this from my wife's work. They were just giving it away. Weighs probably about 400 pounds.
Oh my!
No joke. Me and Boston Mike got this in here somehow. I don't know how.
There's a video.
And then that's what I have just for my turtles. But then turtles and mWo Classics bleeds on to shelves like this over here for my Star Wars. And then I have two other like detolfs over here to my right, and then all my retro stuff over here.
When was the last time you did a collection video?
I do it in pieces, so probably about 2 months ago.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, guys in the chat or just anybody, this is also a note for me later. Definitely go check out Narc's page, and he's got tons of videos just showing off the entire collection. It's insane. But that's the problem with a lot of people's collections, because we all have like a handful of us have like sweet shelves, and like yes, it would be great if they were mass marketed. Like somebody sees the shelf over your shoulder and they're like, "Oh, that's awesome. Where can I get that?" Well, I don't have an answer for you because I got it from my wife's work when they were going out of business. Like exactly. I can't help you, and I got the same stories here.
Boom.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Thanks, guys.
And then HUSVAR, do you have any like I can see over your one shoulder, not the detolfs, but whatever the shelf is to the side. What is that guy?
This is a fabric core.
Another IKEA. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like you said, I do like the detolfs, but I'm starting to learn that it's kind of limiting my like what I could put. You know, I can only fit so much in these cubes and such, and I have some things that are big and stuff. So I would love if like what Narc has.
You got to get creative, bro.
Yeah,
those are detolfs.
I'm working on limited space up here above the garage, so I maybe when I get my own house, I can make make it how I want. But like my video games are on totally different shelves and everything, but it's just really I'm just running out of room, and I need to find something other than detolfs to fit everything because I have so much stuff.
Everything, fits different sizes. That makes sense. And then Dave, your detolfs, yes, you customize them, but I think the most interesting part about your detolfs is you don't have the doors on them, correct?
No doors.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot.
I'm a psychopath, apparently, I've been told, because I have a 4-year-old and I don't have doors on my detolfs. But
you're a good parent. You're a responsible parent.
For me, again, it's the thing of I'm constantly grabbing stuff to like take out, play with, figure out like something, or photograph, or any number of things. So it's the thing for me. I needed it accessible. So while you're restricted to the individual like spaces, with it being open, I feel like it makes it more like just shelving. It's
also removing that risk of that stupid magnet on the doors of having to tug magnet open. Yeah. Yes, agreed. It's I never get more paranoid about opening any cabinet in my house other than a detolf. You have to like grab it as tight as you can and then slowly pull it out.
And so I used to have at my old house, I had a set of 3 detolfs that I mounted on a riser, and I loved it. Like I loved the setup of it. I had them all lit and everything. It was a smaller room. And when we moved, I had 2 upstairs where my studio ended up. And my wife took those over with her Lego stuff. And so now those are up in her office. And so she displays all her Lego stuff in those old ones. And Legos little less apt to fall over because she has the buildings. But are there any shelves out there that are key locked? You can key lock any of them pretty much.
This one is it has a little. I don't know if you can. There's the camera. It has a little lock on it.
I do have to show this off because Panther 10 has bugged me about it several times, not only tonight but in other streams. This is his custom Wolverine, Mafex Wolverine.
Oh wow,
sweet dude.
Wow.
Very cool. So
Nice.
That's badass.
Cool.
like the shadowing on the muscles look awesome.
yeah, it's super dope. Panther 10, post that up on your Instagram and then post the link up. Ikea's Billy with doors, also very cool. I don't like how shallow the shelves are though.
Agreed.
Like that, these are Billy's, and this is going to be changing eventually. So it's a process.
I feel the opposite way regarding Billies are big in the video game community. People always talk about how good video games fit on the Billy bookshelves. I don't agree. I don't think Billy bookshelves are good for video games because I think they're too deep. They're not too shallow. I think they're too deep, and it leaves too much room behind the video game. So if I'm taking one out and putting it back in, unless I put a spacer back there, it's going to slide all the way back to the back of the shelf, and everything's not going to be uniform in front. So I need like a spacer in the back, but then that just takes up room, and I just feel like it's a bunch of wasted space. There's definitely better options for video game stuff. So I see no reason to, no offense, Dave, to buy a Billy bookshelf for your figures. I think you agree. You're getting that out of there.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm cycling through right now. It was not because I was able to find a lot of these on Marketplace and such too.
Sure, yeah, they're the most common ones
for sure.
Ned was asking about this in the chat, so I will bring it up. I have not gotten to do much on this. I redid the kind of piping on him, but this will be my big ass back.
Look at that!
Yeah,
wow,
so, that's great.
Once it's done, he's a big boy.
Nice.
So I'm a beefy boy. So I'm working on that one. After him, it'll be
what is the piping made out of?
Foam.
Wow,
just
unbelievable!
like hand cut foam, and then this will be my dog pound.
Look at that!
Oh, that looks just like the cartoon.
So he'll be a big son bitch once he's done too. But that'll be a couple weeks, I'm guessing.
Billy Walter Peck just got me into that animated series.
Oh, bro. It's so good.
I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with it.
You know what? I got to put this out there because we're on it then. Favorite animated series of the Turtles?
Good question.
I think I'm going to go with the 2003 right now just because I
wait.
I like the how it's kind of comic accurate, and they kind of changed Shredder a little bit where it was different than a lot of the others. So I kind of like that.
Spoiler, he's a neutron.
I know.
What about you, Nard?
It's going to be between 03 and 12 for sure. I enjoyed both of them. 12, I love how they give nods back to the original cartoon series. I love that. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. So it's really hard. So it's a top-up.
Are we excluding the original series from the choices?
No.
Wow, unbelievable. Okay, I'm going to take the easy way out. I'm taking the original one. Nothing beats that. Whenever I walk in and Connor's watching an old episode of it, I always will sit down and watch it with him.
I fully agree with that. But after having rewatched the entire original series and going, what the hell? The nostalgia goggles only get you so far.
Sure.
And the later seasons,
the stories are so much better.
Yeah. But like 2003, I love the 2003 cartoon, and legit, I probably would have said that was my favorite. But I've been rewatching the 2012 series with Ollie right now, and I'm like, oh shit, right. This is
good stuff.
It's so good.
Because everything that the 2003 wanted to do, I feel like 2012 followed through with it and were able to do it because they had access to certain voice actors, they had access to certain technologies, and also figured out how to hide things a little bit better.
And all the movie references and pop culture references in it.
So many Easter eggs.
The one that I still pop for every time is where they go up into the Statue of Liberty when they're fighting the Triceraton, and it says Venkman was here.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like, oh, buddy, that's why 2012 wins out for me. Although 2003 designed by Jeff Matsuda, chef's kiss, absolutely gorgeous designs all around.
Those figures are amazing.
Ooh, because I've finally been reading through the comics. Who's everyone's favorite IDW character, and why is it Pigeon Pete? Let's do it. Let's HUSVAR. We're gonna do same rotation.
Oh boy. is IDW like the current
The current
right?
comic, yeah.
I do like Jenica. I
Yeah.
really like. I think she's a cool addition to the Turtles having a female character. Ice Cream Kitty.
Ice Cream Kitty. Oh yeah.
Yeah, AJ. I'm sorry, kayfabe, hot rod guy.
Hot rod guy.
Mark, what about you?
For myself, I don't really follow the comics. Like I can't.
Ding ding
so
ding ding
I
ding.
can't say it.
Me
So,
too.
Sorry.
What is IDW? I'm with you.
Yeah.
Because of the character development on it, any of the Mighty Mutanimals would be dope. But I was gonna say, Mike beat me to it. Old Hobbs, like he is a cranky old kitty. I won't say much more because he's as close as you'll get to Ice Cream Kitty. Now, but yeah, the IDW Shredder is amazing. Like there's so many. Okay. My favorite character that everybody would know is Splinter, because the Splinter in the IDW series is such a ridiculously complex character.
Yep.
And it's so dope. Like the 2012 like cartoon series has my favorite version of Splinter in media. But
now we only have a few minutes left. Me and Narc have just exposed ourselves and say that we don't follow the comics. Do you have an elevator pitch that would sell us on? I'm interested in the comics. I'm just not pushed over the edge as far as making that commitment to sitting down and reading some.
Go, HUSVAR.
I was just gonna say, one of the biggest things that got me hooked into the comic was how it has a connection to Daredevil, where the same goo that blinded Daredevil is what mutated the Turtles, and it's a lot darker. Like Splinter's main mission is for them to kill Shredder. It's not you got to stop
Eastman
him.
And Laird, yeah. It gets super dark. And for the IDW series, because it's a more modern series, I basically put it as a less all ages version of the 2012 cartoon, because they go much more in depth.
Helps.
They can have much more adult themes. There's a lot of depth. But they also dive into just some crazy shit.
It gets crazy.
Honestly,
is it emotional too with all the death and everything?
Oh yeah.
It is. Okay.
I will say this: the only comic to make me well up emotionally in the last probably 3 years was a Turtle comic.
Wow. Okay.
Was it when that certain
somebody
died?
Easy.
But no, I will recommend IDW actually puts out the hardcovers of the current series. That's actually how I read it, because basically it's a year's worth of books at a time.
Okay.
And they're constant. I feel like they're constantly re-releasing or reprinting them. So
they even put out the original ones too.
Yep.
You can start at the beginning. Yeah.
Yep.
So Narc, is this anything you're interested in getting into? Is getting into the comics anything that you're open to?
If I had the time, yeah. But
okay, I kind of feel the same way. I got a lot going on.
A lot of stuff going on. Too much.
That's why I recommend the trades, because one of my friends says I'm a shitty collector, but I'm a great fan, because I'm not going, okay, I need that first printing, I need the floppies. I'm like, I just want to read the story,
right?
And I want to be able to read it and get that chunk of story into my brain and process it.
I'm guessing an audiobook is not going to do this thing justice.
No.
If they had the right cast, it'd be amazing. But yeah,
I'm on the fence still. Same as Narc. I want to do it. I just don't have the time.
I'm hip. Oh, plus the hardcovers are just gorgeous to look at. So
absolutely,
I agree.
The art style is amazing.
They're all lined up down there. I'll show you after we end the stream. But we got 5 minutes left, so everybody knows where to find Dan and I. So we're gonna give the floor to our guests. We'll start with Narc because we ended with Narc. So Craig, we're gonna find you. What you got going on?
All right, so you can find me at Not Another Retro Channel on YouTube. I upload twice a week, usually Mondays and Thursday or Fridays. And also, myself and Turtle Chris is building a Ninja Turtle website, cataloging all the action figures, playsets, everything from 94 to 97, and that is turtletracks.info. So check us out.
Wow.
Hell yeah, man, Mitch, you're a goddamn machine on there. But thank you. Oh, no, it was just like, bloop, there's everything.
There it is.
HUSVAR, where can they find you, my friend?
You can find me pretty much at any social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at Major World Order. Oh, Mitch, you're awesome, dude.
Right?
I love it. Major World Order. My co-host Billy, Walter Peck, and Jake Wyatt. They don't call me Bray Wyatt. They're both huge Turtle
Don't have to worry about that
too.
anymore.
Yeah, I guess unfortunately. So both of them are into Turtles too. We talk about major wrestling figure podcast related stuff, everything. We talk about not just that stuff. So, but yeah, find us there. We're on YouTube as well.
Right on. Dan, tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, as always, you can find me at Bittermarks on Twitter and Instagram. We have a Bittermarks podcast where we talk everything wrestling. It's not a recap show by any means of any weekly show. It's just our opinions and our thoughts on what's currently going on in wrestling, and more so what was going on previous in years past for wrestling. And then also I am retelling and re-going back, and I am re-diving into the world of independent wrestling. I have done 2 independent shows as a referee now since taking a 12-year break. I've got my 3rd show this Friday, August 6th. If you're anywhere near Oshkosh, Wisconsin, I'll be working for ACW Wisconsin.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, this is Hornswoggle's promotion. Indie Pro Wrestling is back. If you need more information, facebook.com/ACW Wisconsin. And then also flipsandbumps.com. If you had any interest in my garage sale tale that I told earlier, Flips and Bumps, the Flips and Bumps podcast is just a hour and a half to 2 hour podcast that we release weekly, where we talk about our garage sale. It's me and another host, and me and Sasha sit there and talk about our garage sale tales, our garage sale tips, our eBay selling tips, and whatever. If you're interested in any of the sales part or just the pickup part of the garage selling, that's the Flips and Bumps podcast.
There we go.
Sweet.
As always, I'm Diamond Dave Wheeler, or Dave Wonder, or whatever the hell you want to call me. You can find me right here at twitch.tv/Dave Wonder, youtube.com/Dave Wonder, wherever you're watching. Like, follow, subscribe, to everybody in the chat. Oh, follow them too. Follow everybody here on the show. It's always a pleasure. Thank you so much, Craig. Thank you so much, HUSVAR.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
guys.
This
awesome.
is hella fun. You can find me at all of those. I didn't realize that was so much text. Holy hell. But yes, thank you everybody for being so awesome tonight. Tune back in. We'll be back next month for another exciting edition of Turtle Talk. Until then, I'll be back Monday for Monday Foosh Live over on the Foosh. Have a lovely evening and Turtle Power.
Yeah.